here my whole life, ready to lead graduation. 2011, 2012 was my junior and senior year. I was quarterback, safety, both years, started both sides. Had pretty good seasons those 2 years. Went back-to-back state playoffs. I probably played with somebody, everybody in here. Like I said, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I got a short amount of time. And I told the people I was speaking, they asked me what I was going to speak on, and I wasn't sure at the time, but I said if there was anything I could do, if I could buy a machine that would make everything the coaches say, your mentors and parents say, the stuff I'm about to say, if there's any machine I could buy that could just 110% make you understand and adhere and comprehend what they're trying to put in you, what your parents are trying to put in you, and what I'm going to try to tell you, I would spend every dollar I have to buy that machine, because you don't understand right now. You think you got plenty of time. You don't have a lot of time. The time is now. Don't miss the opportunity. All right. I'm going to do my best. I got 2 points I'm going to talk about today. Try to get into you before we leave. All right. Number one, legacy. All right. How do you want your legacy to be remembered when you leave Bacon County? What will you do to achieve this goal through the next year, 2 years, however many years you got left here? Right now we're talking about 2025 season. What are you going to do from this point forward to achieve that goal? If you're not willing to give everything, you're not going to achieve it. I don't care if you're talking about watching film, doing reps in the weight room, reps at practice. You got to do everything 110%. If you don't, you're not going to give yourself the best chance and the best opportunity to be the better guy in front of you every Friday night. Most people wake up every day and think you got options. All right, it's 2025, man. Everybody's, you got cell phones, you got YouTube, you got 3-4 meals a day. But if you want to be great, you want to be a champion, you want to leave a great legacy, you don't have any options. All you got is discipline. You got to get up every day and do the right thing every day. From nutrition, eating the right stuff, eating the right amount, going to practice, and being dedicated to giving every rep. Weight room, don't skip reps, don't skip sets. You ain't gonna get stronger unless you do it correctly. All right? Discipline is doing things that you don't love like you love them. It's not always great to do the right thing. But if you got discipline, you're gonna do the right thing, it's gonna pay off for you in the end. There was a point in my life, Ms. Amy said, I graduated, went to play college ball, was on partial scholarship. Came back home, I was farming for a man in Alma named Sean Hallsworth, great man, still a mentor to me to this day. We got out from doing hay, got in trouble, was headed to lunch, and I was having one of them little pity party days, man. It felt like college football didn't work out. I was broke, busted my butt 4 or 5 days a week for him. I was driving back and forth to Douglas and Waycross. I stacked classes. I was taking classes all day, Tuesday, Thursday, farming with him the other days of the week. Now I just kind of have one of them, man, this class sucks, and I'm paying for it out of pocket, and this is expensive, and these books, and I ain't learning nothing. Wish I could just get this degree and be out and be done. I think he's going to give me some encouragement. And he looked at me and said, it sounds like you want something for nothing. I was like, what? He's like, it sounds like you want something for nothing. You want him just to give you the degree without doing the work for it. I sat there and thought about it. He was right. And I shut up fussing, shut up complaining, tied my boots tighter and kept going to work, kept going to school, got my degree. Everything paid off for me in the end. You can't complain about the results you don't see from the work you don't do. You can't show up Friday night, and we're going to go win by 50, and you ain't prepared all week for it. You can't just, you want to wear a jersey to school, and yeah, I'm on the team, and yeah, we just, you can't just show up without preparing. You should have been preparing since this time last year, if you want to win tonight. There's a couple movies, I know it's, anybody seen the movie Troy, 300, or Gladiator? Raise your hand. 3 of my all-time top 10 favorite movies. Those 3 movies about brotherhood, legacy, and toughness. 3 things you gotta have to be a great football player. There's a scene on the movie Troy, one of my favorite scenes on the movie. The Achilles is finna go into battle, and he's finna do a one-on-one battle. He's gonna fight the biggest guy from the other army. They're gonna do a one-on-one, try to save some lives, right? So his kids come up, he's giving him his armor while Achilles is on the horse. The kid says, he's the biggest man I've ever seen. I would never want to fight him. Achilles looked down on him and said, that's why you'll never be remembered. The kid, even if he had the size, he never had the heart. He was scared. He didn't even want to attempt to fight the dude. And Achilles looked at him and said, that's why you'll never be remembered. Achilles goes out there, it's a one-on-one battle, makes a couple moves, stabs the guy in his neck, drops him dead. All right, does anybody remember the name of the guy that he killed? Nobody remembers the name of the guy that he killed. You only get remembered when you win. You got to go out, give it your all, put it on. Even if he's bigger, if he's stronger, go out, be dedicated, work for your brothers, get the kill, get the win. Achilles is remembered forever. Seniors, you got 7 games left for the rest of your lives. How do you want them to be remembered? 7 regular season games, that is. You can't see it now, this season will be over like that. I was in this same spot 10, 11, 12 years ago. Eating my Friday breakfast, jacked up for the game. We left here and went straight to the weight room. Jacked up. Thought I had forever to be in Alma playing in front of the fans. And it blows by like this, boom. You can ask the coaches. Coaches have seen kids come through year and year. All blood, sweat, and tears. Some of y'all might dread practice, might dread morning meetings, morning film. Take the opportunity to enjoy it, because it ain't gonna last forever. That 100-degree weather that y'all was in all summer, you might have hated it, might have loved it. Whenever it's done, whenever this season's done, whenever you graduate, going on about your life, you're working a day-to-day job, or you got a career you love, or you're playing college ball, it's still not going to be Friday Night Lights and Alma. My senior year, I think I rushed for about 1,300 yards, had like 75 tackles. I don't remember how many touchdowns, but what I'm trying to tell you is, when I think back and me and my buddies talk about it on the weekends now, I don't remember nothing. I don't remember none of the good stuff. What lives with me, that you think about and talk about, I can take you on the place, the exact spot on the field where I missed a tackle. I can take you to the exact place where I missed a read on veer and got my fullback ear hold. I can take you to the exact place where I might have got hit to and fumbled. I can take you to the exact place. In Benedictine, where I threw a pick. We lost the game by 6. I can remember all those things. I can't remember none of the touchdowns. Take the opportunity right now to get your mind right when you get out there. Minimize the opportunity. You don't want to mess up and then look back and live on it forever. You got a very, very few games left. They're going to go by like this. Take this opportunity. As a competitor, when you get done, you'll be like me. If you're a great competitor, you ain't going to remember all the touchdowns. You ain't going to remember all the fans and this and that. You're going to remember, man, if them 2 plays I would have done this and this, we'd have did that, and then not then and played them in the playoffs. Everything can be different with just a couple of plays. Number 2, toughness. Mental and physical. All right? When I was playing, obviously, I wanted to be better than everybody. Not in an arrogant way. I just wanted to prove to everybody that I was better. 5'10", 175-pound kid from Alma. Everybody, you got the vet, you got social media. He ain't nothing but a running back and quarterback. He ain't it. I wanted to prove to everybody that I was something better than that. But the greatest compliment I ever received when I was playing ball, from rec league on, was whenever I go see people, it might be people I know, people I don't know, from Alma, not from Alma, they come up to you and say, man, hey, that was a great game. You won tough SOB. I don't ever want to play y'all again. That's the greatest compliment I ever received. It wasn't nothing about stats, tackles, touchdowns, celebrate. It wasn't about none of it. The greatest compliment I felt like I ever received was when somebody came up and acknowledged me for being tough and playing the game of football the way I played. Like I said, like Alma, anytime, most people, if you top 2, you're going to have to play both ways. play both ways. You gotta be greedy and you gotta be tough. Another great mentor, real quick, short story. A man named Clay Dean from Alma. You may or may not know him. Great mentor for me. Me and his son was good friends all through school. Playing rec league, a couple of guys out there playing, and they ain't wanting to hit. They had a titty bumping, fourth grade rec league. He grabs them, sits them down. He said, I'm trying to tell y'all, this is the only place on earth that you're going to get to hit somebody as hard as you can and get away with it. Take pride in that. Enjoy it. Anybody in here now, you can go to school and hit somebody as hard as you can, punch them, you're going to get in trouble. ISS, OSS. Me adults, 18 plus, we go out there, we punch like it's an assault charge, we're going to jail, we got to pay a fine, you got to get a lawyer. There's consequences to it. This is the only opportunity you can go out on the field tonight and take it out, hit somebody as hard as you can, be aggressive, be violent, not punch, not stab, not that kind of violent. Be violent with football pads and get away with it. Take advantage of it. Enjoy this time. Toughness is not about being the best player on the field. It's about being willing to lose everything and sacrifice everything for the betterment of the team and your brothers on this field. Romeo Carino, one of my best friends, played high school ball with, one of my whole life. One of the toughest guys I've ever met, to this day. He reminds me a lot of Luke People. Meet him up the field, he's got glasses, light-skinned Hispanic dude. Yes sir, no sir. He straps in, tough. He's a bull. He's non-stop. Hits you as hard as you can, pop right back up. Senior year, we're playing Pierce. Big anticipated game, right? We went to playoffs the year before. Single A moved up 2A. Pierce was 3A. They won a region championship. Stadium was packed. 7,000 people pulled in temporary stands on the end zone. First quarter, Romeo's a linebacker. He's going in, fullback, chop blocks him, tears his right ACL. Completely done. Not partial, not halfway. Just completely tore his ACL. He's out the game. 4 weeks, he rehabs at home by himself, doing agility stuff. Don't want to go have surgery. Know he'll miss out on his whole senior season. Gets his mama to come to school because John signed a waiver. They said, if your mama will sign, I'll allow you to play. He's in pain, bad pain. I'm talking about complete torn ACL. Comes in the 5th game of the season. First play he's in, makes a tackle. We start linebacker. Plays in the next 5 games, has a bunch of tackles, and is in, I'm talking about intense pain every game. Takes 2 or 3 ibuprofens for the games, and he's out there. He's greedy. He wants to be there. He wants to be there for his brothers. Completely no ACL. One of the toughest men I've ever got the opportunity to play ball with. So he goes out, plays the last 5 games, no ACL. He comes to my house Saturday, Sunday, Monday, rehab. I got a little cooler for when I broke my leg playing middle school rec ball. Hook up ice, run through these things, a wrap around your leg, keep the swelling out. Because his leg's twice the size of a normal leg by Saturday, Sunday. That's how bad he wanted it. That's how tough he was, and that's how much of a warrior he was. You got to be a warrior to want to win the game. Seniors, lead with toughness. If you're a leader, lead by example with actions and verbal. We're in a war tonight. It's a football game, but we're in a war. It's going to be a battle. You got to fight hard if you want to win it. I know they said Joe Buckwright talked on David and Goliath. Remember last week, 2 weeks ago? David and Goliath, they're a good team. They're a big team. All right? Come out with a warrior heart. Do what you got to do. Give it all for your brothers. It'll be a good outcome. I want to remind everybody, David was a small man going up against the Goliath. Did God tell David, pray for him? Coaches? He prayed for him, but he also killed him. It ain't always about being soft. Everybody these days, I feel like we're soft about this, soft about that. Don't say that. We're tolerant of this, tolerant. Football field, all that's out the window. It's one of the last places left on earth that you can just still be nasty, still be greedy, hit somebody as hard as you can, and enjoy it. Y'all need to take advantage of it. Tonight, I'm going to tell y'all, it's Bacon County and these guys in this room against whoever steps on the field. It's y'all right here against everybody. All right? Take it to them. Do what you need to do. Be a warrior and leave a legacy. I got one scripture I want to read right here and I'll be done. Galatians 6:9. Let us not become weary in doing good. At the proper time we will reap harvest if we do not give up. It's harvest time. It's Friday. You prepared. Do what you need to do. Be a warrior. Let's go out and get it and leave a legacy. Thank y'all.